I scanned the entire CSGO market to find the best hidden gem investments that no one talks about. And I found 10 great underrated investments that might do very well in the future. So keep watching. But first, what are hidden gem investments? Hidden gem investments are basically investments that you find really early before everyone else, giving you the best buying price before everyone else. Okay, so with that out the way, let's begin with the first hidden gem investment. And I think this is the XM Solitude. And before you go, oh, it's a shotgun skin, this will never go up in price. Just hear me out. This skin was in the armory for 100 days, and barely anyone redeemed it. Only approximately 80,000 of these exist. While this sounds like a lot, you have to realize that this is a pattern-based skin with 1,000 patterns, meaning that for every pattern, there's gonna be like 80 items on average. And some of these XM skins have some very cool special patterns. Look at pattern 105, for example. This has a really cool looking sunset pattern with the blue mountains in the front, and only 18 of these exist in factory new, making this specific XM skin super rare. It's important to understand that none of these items are guaranteed to go up, but I just think that this skin is undervalued because it has some very special patterns and it's super rare. Especially if the XM receives some type of buff, I see the skin rise greatly in popularity and thus in price, because the skin is so rare that it's easy for the price to go up. If you are gonna end up buying, I would recommend looking at patterns and buying some that you think are undervalued compared to how they look, because this is where you can get the most money. Next up are skins from very expensive discontinued collections, such as the St. Mark collection and the Norse collection. Some of y'all might know about this investment already, but I want you guys to know that with the trade protection update, these type of skins have even more potential to go higher, because people now feel safer than ever to buy an expensive skin such as the Wild Lotus or the Upgungnir. So I think that these skins have even more potential than before. So basically what you can do is buy consumer grades, industrials and mil specs from these collections, because these skins get traded up and thus the supply on these already very rare skins goes down even further, which should increase its price. These investments are already doing really good, but as I explained, they have a lot more potential to do even better in the future, and that's why they are on this list. I also wanted to quickly mention the Broken Fang case, because discontinued cases are still very undervalued in my opinion. I think that some of y'all don't realize how much potential a discontinued collection has, because even the Esports 2013 case, which has terrible ROI and has no reason to be opened, went to $100. So why can't an actual valuable case like the Broken Fang case go up to that level too? And I know you're asking two things. One is, why not other discontinued cases, such as the Operation Riptide case or the Shattered Web case? Because the golds don't matter in these cases. You can open the same golds from way cheaper cases. It's about the reds. And yes, the Shattered Web case might be fine because of the AWP containment breach, but the M4A1S print stream has more potential in my opinion. Also, the unboxing numbers from all three important discontinued cases are the highest on the Broken Fang case, making its supply go down the quickest. Okay, so another question you might be asking is, well, this is not a hidden investment. Everyone knows about it. Well, yes, you're right, but I don't think that a lot of people realize how high these cases can go up. Rare cases still get dropped around 8,000 times per month with the current player numbers. So once a rare case gets open less than 8,000 times per month, it makes no sense to invest into the case anymore, because the supply will increase. But for the discontinued cases, this is not true. Even if there are only 500 monthly openings for any discontinued case, the price should still go up, so it's always safer of an investment. So enough yapping. The point is that discontinued cases, such as mainly the Broken Fang case, can go way higher than people expect. As long as the skins in the case stay demanded, there should always be good opening numbers and the case should just raise in price. Sometimes when a map gets removed or reintroduced, their old collection gets a lot of attention. This happened with the old Train collection when Valve released the Train 2025 collection, and this could also happen to the Cash collection when Valve brings out the new Cash map. And yes, most of the Cash collection skins are quite hideous, but this is still a very interesting collection to look at, as the items are not that common and they already have 2x based off of purely speculation. I wouldn't necessarily invest here, but what I would hope is that Valve announces that they will delay the update with the Cash map or something negative like that, and if that causes a dip, then I will definitely be buying. And I think this is an interesting collection in the future when Cash gets released. But for now, I'll stay away from buying this collection. This next category is probably the most potent category of any CS investment, and that is old major sticker investing. Since there is way more interest in major stickers again, I've started to look at some old major sticker capsules. I saw that the most demanded ones already increased a lot the past week or two, despite the rest of the market crashing. So, what old major stickers are we looking at? Well, my favorites are the ESL1 Cologne 2015 stickers, the MLG Columbus 2016 stickers, and the DreamHack 2014 stickers. But there are many other majors that could do very well in the future. These three collections are very special because they're unique and they are super rare. Most of these capsules have less than 100 listed on the Steam market, making the price easily movable. This area is so interesting because everyone knows about the Kettle 14 and the Kettle 15 stickers, which are now extremely expensive. So we want these collections to get there too. That's the main goal. If you like some risk, these collections are great to buy for the long term. They are very risky, but they have a very high potential. Next up is the Austin 2025 major capsules. And you might be wondering, why are these a hidden gem investment? Well, I and some other people have a feeling that these stickers might not go on sale. And if they won't go on sale, sticker collection would have a major undersupply, and demand will push the prices up a lot. Okay, so the Austin sale has just dropped, so don't mind this part, but keep watching. Even if there will be a sale, these stickers are still very interesting to invest into. I wouldn't blind buy into them right now, only in the future when they are confirmed to be removed from the shop, because these stickers are very exceptional from other sticker collections, and it's one of the only majors that will probably ever be held in America. So that might spark some extra demand from the Americans. Same as the Shanghai major gets a lot of interest from the Chinese. But yeah, I'm sorry for very vaguely explaining this one. I just think that these stickers can be very different from previous collections, so make sure to keep an eye on them. Now we got a very special one and probably a very stupid one. The Palette of Presents. This item was introduced to the game almost 12 years ago, and you could basically just gift your entire lobby a skin with this item. It's a very cool thing, and most people actually use these items already. So there is very little of the supply left. And yes, no one consumes them anymore, but since 2018, the Palette of Presents has given a 6x return on investment. Maybe because people like collecting this very ancient item. There's no fundamentals to investing into this thing other than that the item is rare, it has collector's value, and that the craft looks good. So be careful, because this is also quite high risk. I know that we won't really cover cases in hidden gem investments, because cases are the most popular investments of the entire CSGO market. They are not hidden. But if I would have to give one hidden gem case investment, it must be the Operation Phoenix case. The case is one of the oldest rare cases, meaning that the supply is probably very low on these, while the opening numbers are still close to 100,000 monthly, and that is for a reason. This case has the AWP Asimov, which is also undervalued in my opinion. It also has the AK Redline and OG Gold. This case will keep being opened as it has one of the highest ROI from the expensive rare cases. I think this case can still do very well in the future, and the graph on the Phoenix case has literally only been up, while I hear no one talking about the case. So yeah, if you want a hidden gem case investment, that would be my pick. And at last, I do still want to mention the Riptide Surf Shop stickers. These stickers are rare, they are special, and they are heavily demanded. I can see the popular stickers from this collection like the Miami Tier 6, the Doppler Poison Frog, and the Flow Hollows do very well in the long future, as these stickers will keep being applied, making them more rare and pushing up the price. I just want to say one last time that these investments are all high risk, high reward. Some of them could even just not move at all, so don't be mad at me if it doesn't work out. I'm just sharing my thoughts on some underrated items that could do very well in the near future. So with that said, have a great rest of your day.